Next up, Yeojoon Yoon from XTrader. Yeojoon, take the stage.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to present what's happening in the connected TV industry in US and in China, and explain how you can take advantage of this new digital media to promote your branding and booking in China. But before I start, a quick introduction who we are. We are a programmatic media company based in Beijing. We have an office in Shanghai and SF. I am responsible for running the US operation. We are the largest independent ad exchange and provide the DSP and DMP technology. And we specialize in digital video and connected TV advertising. So the TV and the digital media industry have been converging. You might have heard of advanced TV, addressable TV, or programmatic TV. The change is really about the ecosystem that the connected TV and the over-the-top are creating. The connected TV is a hardware, the TV that's connected to the internet, smart TV, game console, Roku, and so on. And the over-the-top provide the video streaming content over the internet, bypassing the traditional distribution, mainly the cable operators, Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. I'm sure you're using at least a few of these right now. And you can see how these two platforms grow side by side because they are addressable and they provide a better targeting. However, in US, there are still many challenges. It's still very new, so very fragmented, and there's no standard yet because there are too many different types of the connected TV devices. And in US, it's a subscription-driven model. We all love to pay Netflix and watch with a limited ad, which means a lack of ad inventory. And lastly, the time we spend on the digital video is still 1 out of 4. And the marketers still prefer to advertise on TV over the digital video. So in US, connected TV is here, almost here, but not yet. However, there is a market that the connected TV and the over-the-top have become the major media channel. That's China. China already passed the US in terms of the connected TV users with 230 million and growing fast. And in China, all smart TVs, connected TV is a smart TV, which means it's already conveniently standardized. There's no game console, Roku, Google, or Amazon, or Apple TV. And they have more than 2,000 of over-the-top content providers. The largest three are Youku from Alibaba, iQIYI from Baidu, and Tencent Video from Tencent. And the marketers have noticed this new user behavior and spend aggressively on the digital video compared to their counterpart in US. 80% of the digital ad spend is on digital video. And the connected TV ad is already 10 to 15% of the digital video and growing 100% every year. So how can you take advantage of this new digital media to promote your branding and booking in China? That's where XTrader comes in. We provide the connected TV and digital video as a user acquisition channel in China. Our principle is, has a viewer seen the ad and searched for it and bought the product? The only ad effectiveness that matters the most. I'll tell you how we do it on the digital video and then on the connected TV. On the digital video, we use the KPI called branded visit. We show you a 15 to 30-second video commercial on the popular over-the-top content providers on PC, smartphone, and tablet. And within 1 hour of viewing, we track if any user searched your brand on any browser, including Baidu, Bing, or any local search engine, or they remembered your brand from watching your commercial and typed the URL directly on any browser to visit your website. That would count as one branded visit. We would optimize the campaign based on the number of visits. And we would ignore the clicks and clickers because it's a known fact that the clickers do not easily convert. On the connected TV side, we embed a QR code on your connected TV commercial, and we track the user who scans that QR code with their smartphone to visit your website while they are watching the TV commercial. And we would optimize the campaign based on the number of visits. And we run this campaign with audience targeting that you're familiar with in US. And we can run this campaign in two different ways. We can provide with a full service, meaning we run your campaign with our operation team, or you can license our platform technology and run your campaign with your own operation team. And these are some of our clients. We serve the local and international travel brand and consumer brand, and then destination marketing clients. China already accounts for 25% of the global digital booking and growing really fast. If you are the top 20% larger travel brand, you probably have a local team in China and can run your campaign locally. However, if you're the other 80% smaller brand, you might have difficulties in reaching the Chinese audiences directly and end up relying on OTA 100%. XTrader can help you establish a brand in China and bring the outbound travelers to your travel destination at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeojoon. Back to the stool. Dragons?
So I'm curious. So first of all, as I understand it, you obviously have to have the ability on your website or your app to be able to take bookings from the Chinese market. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Which is super interesting. I'm curious about the QR code. In the US anyway, for years, people have struggled with trying to figure out, do I actually get some response from my television advertising or not? So is everything connected underneath so that you actually know the conversion rate on the QR code?
So in US, you first need to have lots of people using the QR code. In US, it's very limited. But in China, that's one of the, I guess, only in China fact, and it's widely used in China. So everybody scans everything on QR code, on the shop or on TV. So we've seen it, the response rate from the users. So that's why we're offering this as a product.
And can you actually calculate conversion? You know how many people, of all the people who've seen the ad, you know how many are clicking the QR code?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different game.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
So we can track the impression because the QR code has our code in it. And once it's exposed, we know how many times it's exposed. And we can track who scans it to go to your website on your smartphone.
Are there pieces of your technology or your services that you've built out specifically for the travel industry?
No, it can be applied to anybody. But the first target market that I was going after was the outbound travelers from China, going to Southeast Asia or Europe, now to the United States. Right? So to target those, I looked for the specific industry that would be more interested in those kind of outbound travelers. I mean, that's obviously the travel segment. And to bring those the marketers, I targeted the TV because the travel brand, they all love to show their beautiful destination on the TV screen. So those are a couple of connections that we ended up providing this product specifically for the travel industry. But it's not limited to the travel industry.
But what kind of content can you monetize in this way? Is it just ad content? Can it be entertainment content as well?
Yes, the ad unit is typically 15 to 30 seconds. So it's typically the ad video commercial. I mean, you can promote your non-commercial contents, but it's up to the brand.
Yeah, haven't you ever watched a show and been like, that's a pretty cool city or place I'd like to go visit?
Of course.
Who's your major audience from the first or second tier city or the third or fourth tier city?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
Who's your major audience from the first or second tier city or the below city?
Yes, you normally start with the first tier city, the big five, Shanghai, Beijing, Hangzhou. All those big cities are the primary target because that's where the affluent Chinese consumers live, right? So you start from there, and then we also have a series of data set that we can go after. For example, car owners, homeowners, college education audience. So you will differentiate who to target depending on where the location is.
And how's it going in the US?
We're just launching. I mean, the XTrader has been around for 3.5 years, but this particular product that I'm introducing is a little over a year old. So we are just developing this client. So help me out.
Thank you very much, Yeojoon.